When visionary architect Laszlo and his wife flee post-war Europe in 1947 to rebuild their legacy and witness the birth of modern America, their lives are changed forever by a mysterious and wealthy client. This is a linear epic of a man who wants to create things through the lens of brutalism. Adrien Brody delivers an Oscar-worthy performance that showcases his talents as somebody who can show vulnerability, strength, and a man who is going through a lot, despair. And when I say despair, that is pretty much the whole feeling you get when watching this nearly 4-hour-long movie. Not only is Adrien Brody fantastic, Guy Pearce, who has already been in conversations for Best Supporting Actor, and it makes sense, and honestly, I agree, because Guy Pearce is Guy Pearce in this. He doesn't hold anything back when he's playing one of the most despicable, ignorant men that I have seen on screen. He is vile, he is vicious, and comparing that with a character like Laszlo, who is somebody who's not perfect as well. That's what I kind of appreciated from the director and the performance of Adrien Brody, is harsh reality of human beings. We're not perfect. We crave change. We crave new things. But within that, sometimes things can get in our way, obstacles can get in our way, so our own selves can get in our way. But besides that, this movie is also talking about a real subject that is surprisingly a lot more, I don't want to say on the nose, but something you can actually feel in today's climate, especially in America, the reality of immigration and bringing people to the country who want to start anew, and the harsh truth behind that and the harsh reality of that can still be felt today, but especially in this time period that is happening, that we are seeing in this, like I said, nearly 4-hour-long film. It's a portrayal that reels you in, making you feel the weight of this character's flaws, his infidelities, drug dependency, and insecurities. And all with that is the backdrop of relentless pursuit toward a dream, toward a goal. That is the American dream. This movie starts out with the journey of Laszlo coming to America to work with his cousin Attila, and everything changes for the worse and later on for, I guess, the better, when Guy Pearce shows up as a client, or really an unexpected one, in their first interaction. At its heart, The Brutalist is all about pain and anger, honestly. It's an unflinching look at the toll immigration takes not just on families, but on the human spirit. It also dives deep into the gritty reality of trying to pursue prosperity, wealth, and a sense of ownership, of purpose. Much of the narrative unfolds through conversations, discussions about humanity's relentless pursuit of power, pleasure, comfort, and happiness, often through misguided means. And yet again, through the interactions with Adrien Brody's character and Guy Pearce's, it's within those conversations that kind of breaks down who they are as people, where you even see somebody like Guy Pearce's character that wants to be this other type of person, but he's really not. And whenever he interacts with Laszlo, he feels like he's as smart as him, and he yet somehow desires to be just like him, but he also despises him for his talents. He wants to be that. He's like one of the richest men in the country. He still wants to find a way to covet. And that's what's so crazy about this story, is that people, even within their own sphere of influence, their own power, they will still find a way to try to take away something from somebody else. And as the story goes forward, Laszlo, through this perspective of brutalism, is like a reflection of everything that he has felt or he has witnessed other people have gone through, his own people. It's something that can be quite striking, especially on a cinematic level. The cinematography, to be exact, is astounding. Some of the best that I've seen this year. It's that and Dune Part 2. It elevates the structures to almost godlike grandeur. You feel dwarfed by their imposing scale, caught between awe and terror. The film is littered with long takes that make you feel just as lost as the characters when they are looking at something so magnificent and beautiful, but they feel nothing at the same time. The Brutalist isn't without its flaws. The second half suffers from uneven pacing, with certain arcs and scenes that just feel too indulgent on itself, like it just wanted to be this really long film. And I love 3-hour-long movies, Killers of the Flower Moon, The Shawshank Redemption, Lord of the Rings, all of them pretty much. But with this one, it felt like the director went out of his way to make sure every scene felt like the director's cut, which is great, but at least from my experience, it didn't need to be that long. Additionally, the use of sex scenes feels gratuitous at times, lingering unnecessarily and detracting from the overall narrative impact. I get it, when it comes to that word impact, you do feel something. You feel anger, you feel rage, not to get into spoilers, but it just was too much. And it wasn't needed for how many times they would go back to certain, I guess, beats. This story is about the myth of the American dream, how the same system can offer you hope, but also stab you in the back at the same time. The Brutalist is a towering exploration of triumph and tragedy. While it may not need to be as long as it was, the journey it offers is unforgettable. 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, but most importantly, don't forget to be blessed.